When I tell you we have issues with everything, we really do. When you're an abuse victim and survivor, there's things that are going to come up, in fact, almost all the time, especially when we talk about the story Pizzagate. We talk about all these things that happened in years ago, and even up to now, there are survivor issues that we have to learn to live with or accept, and it's unacceptable what sexual abuse and abuse is like. It's unacceptable surviving this long and being around abuse victims that don't understand how many things we personally have been through because of other people's behavior. Thank you. Uh, and personally, I have struggles of my own, and haven't been around somebody who's maybe actively involved in a relationship that I did not agree with. I do not agree with some of the things that happen to me in this. So when I share with you every day, there's some different experiences or circumstances that come up. Like when I was in 15, I would make smoothies, and I was into working out. And that's mainly what happened to me because I was a minor at the time. And I do have family members who've been through a lot of sexual abuse issues of their own. And there are people that have acted out on us several times. Mm-hmm. So when we share about what happens in Victim Survivor Group, I welcome anyone to go to Glade Run so that we can get started, because really therapy is really going to be key here. And we're going to address some things like missed time at work and school, and some things that are going on right now that may prevent us from going to school. This is the kind of stuff that will literally keep us from going to school. Meaning teachers will probably strike at some point. I can almost guarantee if there's a teacher strike, it's because so many things are coming out now. And this happened in 1986, and it happened in 1985 too. And we're in tornado country again, and these things are starting to come up. And I have to tell you, the way I feel about the things that have happened to us personally in sexual abuse and what goes on the internet, what goes on the dark web, I'm just asking all of you, just keep praying for the victims and survivors of sexual abuse. We've had confrontations with abusers before, and when I share with you what happens in court and victims advocacy and PBAC, hopefully what we will do is when we get to the point where we're going to Harrisburg, and we're going to have a victim's impact statement written out, and it will be read, whether it be read by the victims or it will be read by somebody who will represent the victims. Over the last 50 years, there are cases, and I would include all the other missing persons cases and some situations that we've lived through. Everything from what happened on the deck, everything that would happen underground. I don't know to the specifics, but I do know that these issues are coming up in 1985, and I believe there's some people that probably can share their experiences. That's why we're calling it #TheWave. I hope all of you who will participate, maybe we can get to the bottom of cases like Cherry Mahan's missing persons case. And to me, I think at this point, if we can get somewhere, and there are victims of abuse that can actually help each other cope with what happened to some of us, or in this, all of what we share is important. So there was some issues with a Jaguar. Something happened to some of you guys at some point. So hopefully, if anybody has had personal experiences with assault cases, I need to talk to all of you. Any of you have worked with county or bounty police departments who've ever worked with victims, please, 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 please help work together. It's that important.